Good morning. It's almost afternoon. This is Andale Homestead. I'm Ann. I'm so glad that you're here. Y'all, I don't have but a minute because Worth is on his way to go pick up one set of grandbabies, bring them back here, and then go pick up another set of grandbabies. So we'll be here for our anniversary weekend with all four grands. I can't wait. Guava, you guys. Good morning. Good morning. So I didn't have but a minute. I just wanted to pop on and say, hey, was hoping that maybe somebody would come up and chat with me for a second because he'll be home in about 30 minutes. Yeah, Chad, I'm going to have fun with the grands. I have some crafts planned, and we went to the grocery store yesterday and purchased all the kid food, um, which luckily these kids, most of them like a lot of fruit. We have blueberries and strawberries and apples and bananas and chips and cookies and popcorn. And hey, Judy. Good morning, Linda. Oh my goodness. Hey, Aunt Tia and Linda. Good morning. The chicks. That's one thing I wanted to talk to you about. Hey, bro. Um, the kids don't know it yet. I mean, they've gotten kind of a wind of it a little bit, but Worth already went by Tractor Supply day before yesterday and checked with them. Good morning. He checked with them to see if they were going to have chicks this weekend because we were concerned that we would show up and they'd only have like turkeys or ducks, and we don't want any turkeys or ducks. So they said, "Oh yes, sir. We get shipments in twice a week." Hey, broke farmer, how you doing? I'm so glad to see you, honey. So, we're gonna have a big time tonight, and their big deal is going to McDonald's for Happy Meals, and we'll be watching movies and playing games, and this whole room, which it's been too long since they've been here because I have taken it over as my YouTube studio. I had to pack everything up. I may never find it again, but this is their playroom. So this is where they come to play, and they really are easy and enjoy each other. So it's not a hard thing. She is sunshine. She Mama Grows. Joan, Team Happy's in the building. Lonnie, I'm so glad y'all are here. I didn't have but a minute because the rest of the weekend until Sunday night, maybe even Monday morning, is going to be busy because I'm going to have four babies here. They're not babies. James is 12, and then the girls are 7, 8, and 9. Kaylee's 7, Millie's 8, and Gia is 9. So there's going to be lots of squeals and lots of laughter. I thought what we would do is maybe paint some rocks for the strawberry bed. I've been told that if you get some rocks, hey, Kimberly, if you get some rocks and paint them to look like a strawberry and put them in your strawberry bed, and the girls or the birds pick at the rocks, then they don't think that's a good thing. So, hey, Nancy B in Glitter World, I'm glad you're here. Nancy B, I'm thrilled for you to be here. Thank you. Now, Team Happy, show it up. So I didn't have but a minute or two. I didn't think anybody would come in. Good morning, Miss Lisa. Look, I have I have lazy days ahead. And on top of that, I know you're driving and you're listening, but and keep your eye on the road. And I have my lazy days ahead cup on. So I'm all decked out in lazy days ahead today. Yeah, hit that like button, please. That would be great. I would appreciate that. Anyway, okay, so I went to Tractor Supply last weekend while Worth was out of town. It was everything I could do to not buy chicks while I was in there. I kept going, "You're not buying chicks today." I mean, when I sat in the car to go, which is about 45 minutes away from my home, You're not buying chicks today. You're not buying chicks today. I almost bought them anyway, but the little things were chirping, chirping their little heads off, and I thought, I'm in the house by myself this weekend, and oh, good, thank you, Lisa. Um, that was last weekend, and I don't hear them little babies chirping that much. We're just getting 4. We have 4 grandchildren, and each one gets to pick out their own chicken. I'm going to work very hard at trying to encourage them towards certain breeds because I don't want guineas. I don't want what are the ones with the fluffy feet? Maybe y'all can help me. Hey, soil sister. I'm so glad to see you. Yeah, silkies. I don't want silkies. But what I did purchase was I got a large plastic bin, great big plastic bin. I have their bedding, I have their waterer and their food container, and I have their food. I also bought a light, which is freaking me out that all these videos are coming up that heat lamps are so dangerous. So I'm like, oh my gosh, you have 20 meat birds. You named them chicken nuggets. I love that. Well, the kids' Bantams only come in straight runs, so you'll get half roosters. Oh no, no, I don't want. Yeah, well, these are supposed to be sexed chickens, and I can't have roosters where I am. Hey, Black's Tropical, can't have roosters. So, I mean, it is freaking me out about all these videos that are coming out about these heat lamps and all the fires that are happening and all those kinds of things. But I think I think we'll be okay. And I have, as they get a little bit bigger, and if they start jumping out, I do have the lid for the container that you can cut out and put like chicken wire on top of it. And by that time, um, they shouldn't need a heat lamp, and they're gonna be in the house anyway. I mean, seriously, they're being in the house. What is the issue with heat lamps? Girl, Pen, I tell you what, there are videos, when you're interested in something, then I think our computers and our phones listen to us, and they send you all these videos and all these things. There have been fires like crazy on these heat lamps. I mean, I don't know what's happened, but they've like exploded. There's some kind. Hey, Penny, good. They've been exploding, or I mean, there's always been a danger of them falling and landing on something and catching it on fire. But they've recently been exploding. But this is a brand new heat lamp and a brand new bulbs. So, and I'm only going to need them for a little while. From Indiana. Oh, I visited Indiana a number of times. Hey, unbiased. Yeah, Black's Tropical says, happy anniversary, soil sister. Yeah, it is. It's my anniversary today, you guys. Happy anniversary to me. Good morning, Butler Family Farm. I've been running your playlist, honey. I have my second phone right here, and you're probably still. I ran it for like 3 days. Your big playlist. So most everything has a red line underneath it. Thank you. 44 years ago today, I said I do to that man of mine. And we were together a year before that. So we've been together for 45 years. And I can tell you that every minute of every day has not been total bliss. Not for him, because I drive him insane, and not for me. It is not normal to, to never ever have a disagreement, to never have an argument, nothing. It's just, it's very normal for people to get on each other's nerves. It's Sometimes it goes for a few days where you're like growling every time you see the other person. And then suddenly you look at them and it goes away. And you think, oh, I think I really like that guy. You know what? I think I really love him. I got a good one. But you have to know that when you do make that commitment for a lifetime, it's not always going to be easy. It's not always going to be pleasant. You have to have some, or I do, I have some black and white issues. Yeah, it takes work to make it work. It is a mutual thing. I have some black and white issues. There's no gray for them, no beating and no cheating. And everything else can pretty much be worked out. So that's a great thing. And he loves me. He spoils me terribly. I even got up this morning. He's the one that had the lazy days head cup out for me this morning. Anyway, back to the chickens. So I bought all the supplies, everything that I needed except for the chicks. And I was very interested in purchasing the chicks, man. I spent a lot of time looking in those things. And I thought, man, they're chirping their little heads off. Yeah, it's not always easy, but it's worth it when you have a good one. If you can step away, um, and so I didn't get any chicks. Sorry, I'm not finishing my sentences. But if you can step away from your anger for a second and look at the core of the person that you're with, is their core someone that you would like to be friends with? Do they have integrity? Are they kind? Are they thoughtful? Not to you, because they you probably tick them off and they ain't kind or thoughtful or nice to you at all. But are they willing to help others? And are they a good person, an honest person? Someone that I think that yeah. Okay. Miriam, my sister Miriam Hunt said, I told Rhett I love him 90% of the time. And he said, ditto. That's the truth. I do. I love Worth Dale about 90% of the time. And he loves me that way too. Long as the good outweighs the bad, then you're doing all right. You hold on to those good times. Hold on to that sweetness. So Worth Dale is such a good man that on his anniversary as well, he got up at 8 o'clock. Well, he left the house at 8 o'clock this morning, drove to New Bern, North Carolina, to pick up James and Millie, my daughter's two children. He's driving them back here, and then he'll be here around noon-ish, so he'll be driving up before long, and I'll have to go, and I may be incognito all weekend because I'll be busy with these grandbabies. We haven't seen them in several weeks, and I miss them, and I'm looking forward to this. Hey, Rebecca. Yeah, Lisa says, I tell Jesse that I may not like him at this moment, but I always love him. That's right. Sometimes they just tick you off, but you still love them. Just like anybody else that you live with the rest of your life. So Worth is bringing the children back, and then he is turning around sometime right around 3 o'clock and going to Bellhaven and picking up the girls and bringing them back. So I'm spoiled. But I got to thinking I was feeling a little guilty about that, quite frankly. I was feeling a little guilty. Hey, New Beginnings, Everyday Life in a Rural Cyprus. Hey, Dawn. I was feeling a little guilty about him doing all the carting and the carrying, but he worked at Newport News Shipyard for about 46 years. So all of our marriage, most of our marriage, except for the last few years, and all of our children's lives and all of our grandchildren's lives up until these last few years, I did all the carting and carrying, all of it, all the time. So That made me feel a little less guilty. Oh, Susan, your husband is great. 51 years of marriage. He's my very best friend. That's so wonderful. Hey, whole new perspective. 51 years of marriage is amazing. Miriam, how long are you and Rhett? I know you married before we did, and Beth and Thomas married before you did. So I'm just so tickled to see everybody in here. I just popped up to say, hey, I got a minute. I might not have a minute the rest of the week, the rest of the weekend. And trust me, Monday, I will be resting most all day long. I might be a piece of skin on Monday. 36 years for you, Penny. Good. That's awesome. Oh my gracious. Why didn't you go for the ride with him? Because I didn't want to. I had to shower and get myself ready, and I am not a morning person, y'all. And then when he goes to get the girls, James and Millie will have already ridden for 3 hours in the car. They're kids. They're not going to want to get back in the car again. I mean, I don't know. But I was able to have my coffee, be a real person, so that when they show up, I'll be happy that they're here rather than growling and grumbling that it's early in the morning and I'm not ready to leave. So I have some crafts. We're going to paint some rocks. I have lots of plants that we can plant in the garden, I hope, tomorrow. I know where James is going to be heading out first thing. He is the chicken whisperer. He's going to go out and terrorize Thelma and Louise, probably. Thelma, but he has a way of calming animals. I'm not sure how that happens, but he just has a way of picking them up and making them happy. It's raining today. I hate that it's raining. It's supposed to rain all day, but tomorrow's supposed to be beautiful, and Sunday's supposed to be pretty good. So, good morning, Paul. Yeah, we're going to have a blast. We'll be playing games. I have some matching games. We have our pretend snowballs. So we'll have a snowball fight. I've got a cake that we can bake. So as long as I keep them entertained, they don't have an opportunity to argue. Sorry, late walking the dog. Okay, that's okay, Gary. That's okay. That's all right, Jerry. Jerry. I think that's Jerry. Yeah, with a G. But, you know, they're getting older. And especially the 9-year-old girl and the 12-year-old boy are turning into like preteens a little bit. And they are not interested in the same like pretend cooking us a meal in the play kitchen anymore. And they're not interested in a lot of the toys that I have here in the toy room. But I think we'll still have a great time. I really do. I think we're still going to have do a scavenger hunt. Yeah, teenagers. Holy camole. A scavenger hunt is a great idea. I did that one time. I drew a map so that they could learn to read a map. And I hid candy in different places all over the yard and then back inside the house. And yeah, and they had a good time. They loved it. And they learned how to read a map. So that was cool. Let's see. Nope. It is the phones. Yeah, the phones. They do like to bring their tablets. And at night in the evening, when I'm dead dog tired from entertaining all day long, that's okay. Right before we go to bed, that's okay. But we're not going to have time to do all that stuff. I'm even going to check and see what's playing at the movie in Edenton. Hey, biscuit. It's not Tuesday today, honey. I thought about you. Hi, I'm so glad to see you, sweetie. Um, I used to do scavenger hunts when the kids got bored. They loved it. So how do you do that? I mean, you make a list and have them all find stuff? I'm not really sure how to do it. I'll have to Google it. But I have lots and lots of arts and crafts supplies and things that we can use. The tinsel is still in your hair. It is. It's mostly growing out now. I just have one or two little pieces. This is my last day of work. I'm retired after 34 years. Penny, congratulations. You have made it. And you won't have nearly as much time as you think you will very shortly. You give them clues from one to another place. At the end, they get a prize. Well, I did get some prizes, but I don't think James would be happy with a Barbie. He wants dinosaurs and Nintendo Switch games and all those little action figures that you can't purchase anywhere except for on Etsy or online somehow. Congratulations, Pen. I'm so happy for you that you get to retire. That's wonderful. I can share with you that when Worth retired, I was terrified, absolutely terrified, because I was worried financially. I had been married to the man for 39, 40 years at the time, and we had never spent 24/7 together. I mean, except for on the weekends, but not 7 days a week. I didn't know, you know, I was scared. And I also told him when he decided to retire at 63, I said, "Well, if your insurance does not cover me until I can get Medicare, been nice knowing you." And so he had to figure that out. Use their tablets for a video scavenger hunt. They have a list of things to find and take a picture of them. First done wins a prize. Diana, I love that idea. They would be able to do that quick. Now, when we play the memory games and stuff, my little Kaylee, she is a rocket, man. She's a fireball. She can zoom here, there, and everywhere. Mom was terrified when Dad retired. She had her own schedule and loved her friends, and they traveled. It turned out fine. It did, Jenny. You know, you live with someone for 40 years and you're thinking, oh gosh, I don't know if I want to be with you 24/7. But guess what? It was wonderful and it was great. And he went about it with the right attitude of saying yes. So my dad did that when we were little. He drew pictures, and I did it with my daughters. One day, if I have grands, I'll carry it on. Kimberly, I love that idea. I love that idea. Hit that thumbs up for Awesome Man. Thank you, Dawn. So sweet. Do games away from electronics. Well, we have two different memory games. We have those little peg games where which I can never do. I don't know what it is. I can't do those things. I get down to like three, but I don't know if I've ever gotten to one where you put the peg and you jump it, and then you jump it and you take the peg out. I'm hoping that after tomorrow, first place we're going to go is Lowe's and get them some more strawberry plants. Next place we'll go is Tractor Supply. And so I'm hoping that the chicks will keep them pretty busy Saturday afternoon. And Worth is so good. He does most of the carting and carrying. He does most of the cooking while they're here. I do the entertaining. and the sleep schedule, the baths, the things like that. And so we make a really good game. You're terrible at games, Carla. Hey, Dawn. Hey, best yet. My buddy Lydia. MD Ann. Yes, hello to everyone. Team Happy says hi to everybody. That's so good. Well, y'all, they're going to be home in just a few minutes. And hey, Mama of Kenny. I I have cleaned, I've changed the sheets on the extra bed. I've changed the sheets on my bed and the twin bed. I've gotten most things put away. You put the razors in the bathtub up on the top shelf. Got to go get your hair done. Yay, Miriam. I'm so glad. Love you too. Love you too. And so I think I've got the house kind of sort of ready. It depends if the grand dogs show up. Aunt Tilly, I almost bought 8 chicks the other day. You already have a lot. But you know, the more you got, you gonna have yourself a little egg business there, best yet. Watching from Facebook and YouTube. That's fantastic, y'all. I'm growing a little bit on Facebook, which is so nice. I do have a subscribers page over there if you're interested. It's just a little, I'm mostly in my pajamas and no makeup, quite frankly. It's not very much difference. It's hardly any different. You'll still get everything that everybody else gets. I'm normally asleep, but I had an appointment today. Well, thank you. What an honor, Mike's Chaotic Gardening, because you're always the replay guy. You're always the replay guy. Miriam Best Yet says, hey. I do have some news, though. I need 8 more. I need it. It's that chicken math, man. I thought I would be fine with 2 chickens, which I am. I love Thelma and Louise. Absolutely love them. But it does make you want more. And I'm hoping because subscriber page, what's it's called? Mama of Kenny over on my Andale Homestead Facebook, there is a way to subscribe to the page. It's Andale Homestead. That's It's a monthly fee though, sweetie. You don't have to do that. Um, it's 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 just supporting the page, really. It's nothing you're not gonna it's not gonna be anything that you're not gonna get on here. But and I wasn't gonna say anything, but there's some stuff coming up in September. Where's Brownie? That's my Brownie, Camille. He's close. He's always close. Yeah, he's usually over this shoulder, isn't he? But yeah, he's over there. His last chance to relax before the house goes absolutely insane. I'm just not sure if the grand dogs are coming. I'm kind of hoping they're not because we're going to get the baby chicks, and that could be interesting. But if they come, we'll work it out. I like the grand dogs too. Giving you time on YouTube too. Good. Thank you, Junie. You love my lamp. My lamp. Oh, yeah. That's a cute little lamp. I didn't know what in the world you were talking about. That's a cute little lamp. I keep that lamp on all the time. It kind of, sort of, the turtles that are in there. That's where the turtles are, in that blue bucket right there. I got turtles like 3 years ago, and I put the pups in the coop and let the chickens run around. Nope. They poop and pee everywhere. Um, and I wanted to maybe put them back in the ditch because that's where they came from. Tell you about September. Okay, September the 9th. There's supposed to be a big YouTube gathering at Petals from the Past in Alabama, Jameson, Alabama. And Coghill Family Farm. There's just like there's 100 other channels that are coming. Hoss Tools is coming, but I've been invited, and I'm in the works of trying to figure out how to get there. I hope that I can get there. I'm planning on going there. You're gonna have pigs, goats, and cows next. And they run you out of the neighborhood. They might. As it stands right now, I could probably get away with some things because I don't have neighbors on this side of me. But yeah, I do have some neighbors that will keep a really close eye out on what we're doing. And, people ride by your house. Coghill, mixed coghill with Dale, and you got dancing. Yeah, baby, we got some dancing. Yeah, I've been here 30 minutes, longer than I wanted to. I just want to come say hi because I was sitting here waiting for everybody, finishing my coffee. And in September, going to Alabama. Grandbabies are coming this weekend. I might not get to see you much this weekend unless I have the grandbabies with me. We might try to go live with the chickens. I don't know. But you can't ever tell about those youngins and what they're going to say. So it makes me scared. Love you too, Maria. Thank you. I love you all. You all have a great day. Try to stay dry. All right. See you soon. Love you.